Mr. Manteria. Look at that. Thank you for joining
Hello.
in.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So our first question that I've asked everybody is, okay, in the middle of a pandemic, sir, why are you training for a bodybuilding show?
Good question. So I turned 50 in March of this year. And,
Congratulations.
thank you. So my New Year's resolution, or I guess one of my bucket lists, was to enter one of these contests.
Okay.
So
one of these contests, I like that.
Well, the reason I say that is originally I signed up for a contest in New Jersey, scheduled March 28th, and it was canceled 10 days prior to the contest. So I trained up until then, and then it was canceled. So hopefully, obviously, this is going to go. So I'm excited for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't say hopefully. Yes,
yeah.
It's going to happen. It's 2 days. We can taste it. It's right there. This is going to happen. We have willed it to be, and it will be.
Awesome.
That's how we're running. So how or what from this pandemic, and of course training through a pandemic, have you learned about yourself? Like, they closed down the gyms, then they closed the parks for a while, then they basically just didn't want you to leave or move. So how do you train in that situation?
Well, originally when I signed up for the March 28th contest, I was training from January, February, and March.
Right.
But then right around March 18th, when they canceled the contest, they also closed my gym. I live in Massachusetts, and the gym was closed. They opened up the day after 4th of July. So during that whole time, I was not training. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. It was July 9th is when I looked up to see when's the next contest. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I have 3 or 4 months to prepare. But when I saw this one, August 8th, I said, all right, that's a month's time. Let me give it a week, see where I'm at. Right. And after 3 days, I lost 12 pounds. So that right then and there, I kind of knew I can do it.
There are those of us that want to hurt you right now. Okay.
Well, my wife was, she was happy for me, but yet a little envious, I guess.
Yes.
But after the third day, I kind of knew it. But the gym was open, and I just went back to eating right, and then, of course, going to the gym.
Right. Well, there you have it. Just like that.
Yes, just like that.
Just like that. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. So what has training, especially through a pandemic, given you like insights on yourself? What have you learned about this process about yourself?
So my whole life, I played sports all my life. I play at the college level. I still play. I'm on the men's outdoor soccer team. I play indoor soccer. I'm on a volleyball team. I always went to the gym 5 or 6 times a week. But I also, being Italian, I ate a lot of food, and I ate really the bad foods. And training for this contest, what I learned about myself is eating the right way. And then you see the differences. And, when you lose body fat and you kind of maintain your muscle, that's the first time I realized, what I learned, I guess, the process.
Right.
And that's why I have a tremendous amount of respect for all the competitors, the men and women who step on stage, because I know it's very, very hard. And it's not just the hours in the gym, but it's also the meal preparations, the food intake, getting the proper sleep. I was going, 6 hours a day of sleep, and now I'm doing 8 hours, and I see that's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And how about, what have you learned about other people? Like, has there been hopefully some inspiring people out there that you went, look at that. They're doing all that during this pandemic. And it doesn't have to necessarily be about bodybuilding, but just in general, have you seen other people? I guess
this pandemic, what I learned is half the people I talk to feel at this pandemic that they want to take risks, and they just want to live life like they've been all along. They want the bars open, they want the restaurants open, they want to go on vacations, and they'll take the risk of getting sick. Whereas the other half the people are taking it seriously. Those numbers are real people. Right. And there's 3 simple things: wash your hands frequently, wear a face mask, and keep distance. Keep your they say social distance, but you need to socialize, but you should just keep distance 6 feet or more. So I noticed that it's one or the other, and there's really nothing in between. I'm the person that I like to take it seriously. I have elder parents. My
Right.
in-laws are, they have the age, and I don't want to pass it to them, or I don't want to be sick.
Exactly.
I don't want the flu for 6 weeks, or I don't want to go through those symptoms.
No.
So that's what I learned, I guess, during this pandemic.
Okay. All right. So we've come to the end of the day, Saturday, and now you can eat anything you want. Are you going to have a cheat meal? And if so, what will that be?
Absolutely, I will. The first thing I'm going to do when I check in the hotel, I'm going to ask, where is the closest Italian restaurant? I'm going to order a pasta dish, probably like a bolognese. And
Okay.
I want some bread to go with some olive oil. I want a nice, good glass of probably a Cabernet glass of wine to go with it. So, yes, I will have a cheat meal, and then a lot of cheat meals after that.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to share with us today?
Just what I was saying earlier. This is all new to me. And I just have the utmost respect of all the competitors. I'm anxious. I'm nervous to getting on stage. I'm also intrigued to see where I stand amongst my peers. And I want to enjoy the whole experience of all this and take it all in. But again, getting back to the competitors, the utmost respect for them. I wish I got involved in this sport several years ago, decades ago.
Well, you're here now.
But I'm here. I am here now, and I look forward to getting my feet wet and then competing and hopefully getting better as I enter other contests in the near and far future.
All right, that's awesome. Well, I thank you for putting up with technology and everything. You even persevered through that, and we got to do this call, and I will see you Saturday.
Thank you, Yvonne.
All right.
See you then.
You have a good one.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.